Yeah. What's going on? Pennsylvania. Great to see you. Okay. I'm just waiting for one button. What's up, Michigan? All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Give me a big wave if you can see me, or if you're not on camera, put a 5 in the chats. Good evening, afternoon, morning. These days, I don't know how you feel, but I can barely remember the month, let alone the day, let alone the time. It feels like it's been a hyper life. And I know we have many different people of many different types of experiences. So if you're new, by the way, if you're within your first month, put a 1 in the comments below, like you're in your first month in Partner Co. I know we've had a lot of new partners within this last month. So we just want to welcome you to the family, and such an honor to have you here with us. How about 3 months? If you've been involved within the last 3 months, put a 3 in the comments. Just curious. We'll do a little survey here. 3 in the chat if it's the last 3 months. I know, 3 months. Louisa, Lauren, yeah, it's been like, can you believe it? Like 2, 3 months. It's crazy. A lot's happened in a couple of months. Saru, what's going on? Saru's team, she has an amazing UK team. So they met with corporate, and Annika was out there, which is super cool to see. How about, is anyone here within your first year, right? Put a 1 in the comments in your first year of your experience here. Lots of people within the first year. Welcome, 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 welcome. And as we get into today we're going to talk about an exciting tool called the Machine 2.0, and I'll talk about how to get involved in everything. But I also want to give a reminder, and I don't know if you guys feel this way or not, but I was just going out for a walk with my wife, Becky. Our baby Jaden's 10 months old now. Some of you we've been partnered long enough, or you've been here before Jaden was here as well. And I'll just be honest. I don't know if you guys feel this way or not, but this is one of the first times I've been in network marketing for 16 years. I started this business broke as a joke, a uni student, a college student, didn't have any friends, failed my way forward. I sucked for a long time. Some of you are fast growers. Does anyone feel like you're one of the slower people sometimes, like it's taking a bit to, hey, we're you and me both, and it's okay. One of my mentors said this: it doesn't matter if you're a fast bloomer, a late bloomer, or an early bloomer, just bloom. And I will promise you, this is the truth, is that this business is not by luck. This business success is by choice and design. And if you give it some time and you're intentional and you keep on coming to trainings like this, you follow your mentorship, you follow the systems in place, you take some risks, you dream big, you take action consistently every day. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you have a breakthrough. And I would actually submit, I'm kind of a fan. Of course, we all want it yesterday, but I'm okay with longer growth as well, because I believe that the longer it takes, the more sustainable and stronger character you develop. Because it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, at least finish, okay? This is a team of finishers. So the fact that you're here, congratulations, we're all on our journey. And in fact, even if I talk to the top leaders, I see a Tammy Egbert here. She's one of our officers. She had officer very quick when she launched her business, right? I see a Saru, who's a CEO in this company. If you ask any of our leaders, I'm curious, if I were to ask this question, honest question, who here feels like you are falling behind on your potential? Put a me in the comments if you can honestly say, I feel that way about me, right? I mean, Megan's like a massive customer getter, and she's still we all feel this way. Okay. So if you ever feel that way, we're all in the same boat. So it's okay. That's the interesting part of life. We're all aspiring for more. But we have to be grateful for where we're at, and just know there's a perfect timing in every single season. But I was saying this, and I was like, this is an interesting season. I feel like for some reason this season feels a little bit calmer. Like it's like people are on holiday and on vacation, and the world shift. And whether it's because we have so many amazing friendships now around everywhere, maybe because we have a child now, maybe it's because we're feeling this. It's like it's an interesting time. And I believe that this month in particular is an interesting transition for the world, but also in your business. That if you want to succeed and you understand the seasons and you know what to do in the season, then you can make sure that the next 3 months, the rest of the year, can be the best part of your year. When you look back in 2025, And you're just like, I am so thankful and grateful. The biggest breakthroughs happen. Okay. Who here wants to know what to do to make sure the rest of this year is amazing? Okay. I believe it starts with an attitude. And here's what it is. I've seen that the successful people during this season, what they do is they take pent up energy and they redirect it in a positive way. They say, okay, I'm glad to have holiday. I'm glad to have vacation. I'm glad to be with my friends, but I want to do something. I got some goals to check off the box and the year is not yet over. In PartnerCo, we're running towards a big event called PartnerCo Experience, PXP, in September, October around the world. Many of us are going to Dallas, by the way. So if you're going to PXP, put a PXP in the comments below, and we're going to hang out with a lot of us. And some of us are going to others around the world. I was talking with Fina Toscano, one of our vice presidents, and she's going to Japan, which is awesome, you know? So just from our count, from what we know, we put together a list, and we have actually within the organization 340 tickets plus that are sold. So there's a lot of people, you know? So that's our end goal. We have around 2 months on the clock to make it count. And in this business, what our goal is from event to event, you want to roll into an event with more success for you and your team. You want to make sure you have more people there. Events are what inspire. They create growth. They create bonds. They create relationships. And I'm telling you, if you have not yet been to a PXP, I think probably 80% of you have not been to a PartnerCo experience. I remember I met Louis Taylor at PartnerCo Experience last year, and he rolled out in a custom African garb, and he was looking G'd up from the feet up. And I'm like, dang, this guy got some style. And now we're friends, and he's hosting a bunch of our calls, and he's awesome. So these events are critical, and we're driving towards that specifically. So what I want to challenge is before we talk about this tool, because we're going to share with you a tool today that has a capacity to 10x your speed. Like, no joke. I look back in my history. I'm like, if I had this when I started, knowing what I know now, I think I could have grown 10 times faster. But none of that, I'd be lying to you if I told you that a tool will make the difference if our attitude isn't on point. Attitude determines your altitude. If you agree with that, put a yes in the comments below. Attitude determines your altitude. It's so important. Okay, because here's the truth. If you have the wrong attitude, give me a quick second here. If you have the wrong attitude and I give you the best tool in the world, what'll happen is you're going to blame the tool that nothing's going to work when in fact it was our mindset. So how do you shift the right attitude? You take the pent up energy and frustrations and joy and everything, and you say, you know what? We got a goal, we got a target, and we're gonna make sure that we cross those goals off in the next couple of months. And I totally believe the next 2 months has the capacity to be your best months ever in PartnerCo and in your life if you follow the bouncing ball and the things that we have going on and everything. If you're down for that, put a me in the comments below. Because, and why do I ask these things? It's a decision, right? Success is a decision. I'm ready, right? I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like, let's go change lives. Let's go impact lives. Let's go help people. Let's go crush goals, whatever that it is. All right. So I appreciate you guys on that. So let me walk you through today then, what is the Machine 2.0 and how do you get access to it? Okay. Now, I also want to be mindful. We have an interesting dynamic in our organization. So me and Becky have this unique positioning now, and we're very grateful. We collaborate with a lot of leaders. So in our umbrella, we have PartnerCo, our company. And then within that, we have a collaboration of organizations we endearingly called the Champions Network. In fact, shout out to the Harpers, Dana and Amelia, because we took the name from them. They had an amazing call called the Breakfast of Champions. And we're like, that's a great name, you know? So we took that and we have amazing relationships and organizations within. Namely, we launched what's called the Warrior Movement. And what is an organization? It's usually just, it's like if you go to church, there's different churches, they all worship the same thing, but they kind of look a little bit different, right? So within the Warrior Movement, me and Becky launched it around 4 years ago. We have some of our co-founders here, like a Pam Middleton, like a Tammy Egbert. This is primarily a Warrior Movement organization call, but I'm always open for everyone because we help everyone. And then along the way, we had other organizations like The Revolution, Cindy and Lindsay, who helped pioneer the machine in a lot of things. And then most recently, we had GG Vitality. We have F10X, of course, with Dana and Amelia. But GG Vitality just came on board. If you're in GG Vitality, put a GG in the comments below. Like I was just talking with Annika earlier today. So we have amazing leaders everywhere. And we all do the same stuff, but it's a little bit different because there's certain systems and tools and stuff like that. So today, I want to share a tool that is designed for the Warrior Movement system, which anybody can use. I did have a conversation with Annika and the GG Vitality leaders before. Take a look at this, take it back and have a conversation as a leadership. And then we'll run with you and determine how do you want to access this. Okay. But I wanted everyone to be aware of this because we know it's such a big thing that can help everybody. Okay. Does that make sense? So I don't want anyone to feel like they're left out. We just like to be orderly with how we do things because we want you all to succeed in everything. Okay. But from here on out, I'm going to speak as if you are accessing and using the system and then moving into it. Okay. So what is the Machine 2.0? The concept's simple. The machine is a landing page that gives information about the product and the business. It is your presentation. But the difference of this landing page is that when people get it, it's like you have your own customized, done for you funnel or like a sales page that ties in with your own partner co-ID. Imagine you throw out a smart link, but it's a smarter smart link that can give more information, upsell more things, and get people on board, not just as a customer, but also a partner. The other cool thing about the machine, what it does is it does something that currently Partner Code doesn't have a capacity to do, which is who here has people that have expressed interest about learning about your product or your business, and they saw some information, but they didn't buy or join yet. We all have those, right? We all know the saying is the fortune is in the follow-ups. And if you've been around business long enough, you probably would agree with me that follow-up can become sometimes overwhelming. There's a lot of people, especially once you start going through your systems in place, people start getting attracted, asking information. You start forgetting who asked you for information. You're juggling your life, you're juggling your work, you're juggling your business. And you're like, oh my gosh. Let's say you can figure out follow-up. Well, then what happens is you then duplicate and you get your first teammate. Some of us already have teammates that are doing stuff. You're like, I can follow up, but my teammates are going through the same thing. Either they don't know what to do, or they're scared, or they are overwhelmed too. And there becomes this barrier to follow up and conversion. Okay. So what does the machine do? The machine also grabs information and it follows up for you. In fact, when people opt into this machine, I'll give you a visual in just a bit. It will follow up with them with a 10-day automated sequence that you don't have to program, you don't have to do, you don't have to pay for. So imagine you have a done-for-you customized sales funnel just for you that you don't have to program. You just have to put in a couple information. I'll show you how to do it today. It's so simple. I see Adela Sanchez here. She's 78 years young. She's a vice president. She grew up on a typewriter. Even it worked for her, and she's already sent out links, and people already took a look at this. So Adela, you are my inspiration, sister. So thank you. So we have that, but also it'll follow up for you essentially as well too. And it makes it easy to duplicate. We had a machine 1.0. This is now souped up and it's like the next level of things. Okay. So who's ready to take a look at what this is and how to access it? Put a yes in the comments if that's the case. Okay. All right. So I'm going to walk you through from the beginning. And at the end of this, we'll talk about how to actually access it. But I'm going to talk to you like a brand partner. Okay. So imagine you're a partner. And the next weeks, you're going to see us continue to roll this out. By the way, in the Warrior Movement specifically, we're also updating our onboarding. Many of you have been through our Alice onboarding that Liz and Tiff, shout out to them, they created and built for us. We're going to take that to the next level. So every new teammate will go through a new flow that'll get them plugged in right to what I'm about to share with you. So how do you program this? All you have to do, and everyone could do this. Who here knows your first and last name? You know that information. Okay, you can do this. So you're going to get a link like this, and you put in your first name, your last name, your email, your phone number, and your partner co-ID. From there, also, if you want, I'd recommend it, upload a photo of you. And the reason why you're going to want this is your links actually customize with your own profile photo. So when your prospects see your link, they see your face and your name and your information. Kind of cool. So you want it to be a square. If you don't know how to do any of these tech things, your best friend, Chat GPT. Okay. Any tech things, Chat GPT will save you. Just ask, how do I crop a photo to be 300 by 300 pixels? The better that it, then this way it'll actually be your face. My recommendation on your profile photo, just like your social media photos, if you don't do this already, don't put your dog, don't put your cat, don't put you and your family that's super far away. Put one of like your chest up, like your face, so you can see your face, because we got these little circles. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah. So find one, and you can change these things as well too. But I'll upload some type of photo. You can do this on your phone. You can do this on your computer. From there, you click yes, and then you sign. And it's nice and official. Okay, super simple. From there, what you'll get is you'll get a thank you page. So this thank you page, Cindy and Lindsay, who created the machine concept, they made a great video. There's some troubleshooting tips that we've found as we've been unveiling this. And shout out, we've been rolling this out systematically with the entire organization. So first, we had our core group of leaders, Dana and Amelia, Pam, Tammy, for example, and they tested this out. They found some kinks. We fixed that. Then we rolled it out to the vice presidents and above. And thank you for their help, because they tested it, vetted it, and we saw some things there. We fixed those. And now we're giving it to you, so you have an even better version of this machine. We're always going to iterate. Other expectation, expect there could be some tech issues. Okay, anything with tech, something can always break, and just know we're all in this pioneering phase together, right? But on this video, you can watch it later. I'd encourage you to watch it, but here's a couple things that I want to make sure that you're aware of, okay? As you get this link, if you're testing it, because you're going to get your own referral link, your own machine link, here's a couple things that are super important. Number one, if you're testing it and you drop it in as a new prospect, like you're putting in your information, put in a different email than what you're using for the machine, okay? What's up, Nick? Yeah, put in a different email than what you're using. Because if you use a duplicate email, it might be kind of confusing. This is if you go back into your own link and you're testing it as a prospect. Okay. Number two, try to use also an incognito window or a private window. Those are windows that don't have cookies or saved information on them. We've noticed that can sometimes conflict when you're testing it. The prospect won't have these issues because the prospect is new. But if you, as the leader, are going through these things, then yeah, use an incognito window, use a private window like that. Yeah, so Becky said, if you're pretending to be a prospect, use a different email than the email you use to sign up for the machine or affiliate link. Okay. If you don't see your email, you'll get a confirmation email. For example, when you sign up, you'll get this email. It'll come from Wellness 360 as a brand partner. If you don't see it after 5-10 minutes, check your spam. Okay. Yeah. Check your spam just in case. We're warming up this inbox, and be sure to move it from spam to the main folder, because that helps the email to make sure that it continues to deliver. And read through everything. It's really fun. And you'll find a couple of things. You'll find your link, your referral link that's unique to you. You'll also find some tips on what to do. And you'll also get access to your back end. You have a machine, or you have a machine brand partner backend to this. You have a dashboard. Okay. And on those, you can actually see your leads. All right. So what do a couple of these things look? Well, you can see here is your dashboard. This part is so cool, because who here has ever wanted to know who has actually been looking at the information that you send to them? Most of us don't have that capacity. It looks like from the prospect's end, if you were to take a look at this, this information. All right. So yeah, it is a very nice way to follow up. So I'm going to open up in an incognito window. a link to what this will look like. All right, so we're now going to take a look at my customized link. You will get that in your email. And here's what you'll see. Here's the landing page. We'll talk about the drops, and it'll give some before and after photos. You might recognize Pam Middleton made it onto this page. And the goal of this page, this is what you send out when people ask, what are the drops? What's the business? It's the first thing that we send to them. And what's our goal of this? The goal of this is to capture their information so that we can actually follow up with them, right? So the first time you look at this, do you see up here it says special invitation from James and Becky? It'll have your name in there. I do want to make you aware though, the very first time that you access your customized link, it will be a generic link. It won't say your name yet. And the reason behind that is the way the programming works is the customization actually connects as soon as somebody puts in their information for the very first time. So the first time you look at your link, if you don't see your name and it just says special invitation, just know, put in somebody through that, whether you do a test account with someone else's email or you get a prospect to do that, you'll see it, link, and all of your stuff. Okay? So you click on this, people put in their information. We give them a couple of things. Number one, we like to give them, our goal is to give value so they want to give their information. That's basically how online funnel marketing works. Okay, we've all been through these. You get this free, boom, if you put in your information, right? So we give them a protein guide. It's a really cool PDF, very helpful. And then you also get opted in. We do free raffles into our machine as well too. A spouse can be a great test. Absolutely, for sure. You can absolutely do that. All right. Here is what, when somebody puts in their information, and Coco wants to participate, when somebody wants to, when they put in their information as a prospect, this is the information that they get as the prospect. Okay. So they get an email, it explains it and upsells the information more. And then it also has a couple of links that are in here. Okay. They'll have a link to more information. On this one, we put in Dr. Joshua Plant. Has anyone here heard Dr. Josh Plant in any capacity? Put a yes in the comments if you had. And my dog wants to bark at nothing. He's amazing. Here's our little Coco. She wants to train with us. So when you click on that, then you'll see that we have a really cool video by Dr. Josh Plant. He did an amazing explanation about how the drops work. And let me show you what that one will look like. So you'll see this when prospects will see this. And what it'll show when people click on your email, they'll watch this. And then from there on the bottom, see, this is what's cool. Your customized link will actually show them, hey, if you want to order the drops, and it'll link to you, whoever that is, it'll have your name. This link is actually hello. It geolocates to anybody in where they're at. Okay. So for example, I'm in the United States. If somebody looks at this link and they're in Australia, if I click on the I want the drops link, it'll automatically take them to like the Australia cart, for example. Okay. It should do that. If it doesn't, let us know. It'll take them to, if you see, if I click on that link, it'll take me to a smart link straight to the drops page, and it'll have my name in here. And they can shop around. They can add some other things to there. Okay. Currently, I did get this question before. Can you program this to have bundles, stuff like that? Just know that for a tool that we're giving to the entire team, with these tools, they're as simple and as widely usable as possible. So there isn't much customization you can do. So if you want to do your own packs, you might consider adding into your script. Hey, by the way, when you're looking at this, take a look at these other products with the drops because those can help get better results, for example. Okay. There's only this link to the drops because we lead with that. And remember, our goal, you can, as a leader, you can decide how you want to use this, right? We lead with that. So they're in the door, and then you can share with them other stuff too, if you like to do that. Okay. If you're still with me, put a 2 in the comments below. Sorry, my dog is still trying to get with me. Okay, cool. So you have that. All right. Well, what else are we going to do here as well? So you have that link. I was going to show you the protein guide and what else is in here. So on this email that the prospect gets, take a look back here. This is what they get as that freebie. There's a hormone balancing guide. So shout out to Cindy and Lindsay. They did a great job on this. Looks really nice. And it does talk about hormone balancing. It does talk about the goal of this. It does give them some really cool recipes. I'd encourage to take a look at it. And it'll also talk about, hey, consider using the drops basically as well too. But the goal of this is to have people be willing to share their information like that. All right. Okay. So we have the prospect links down. Let me take a look at what other pages we have. All right. This is also what's cool too. The moment that somebody, it was really well done, right? So the moment that somebody actually opts in, you as the partner, you also get another email. This is cool. You'll get an email that will look like this. It'll say hot lead alert. Also from Wellness 360. Once again, check spam. And it'll tell you this person opted into your machine. It'll give you some follow-up information. What do you say? Hey, James, I saw you checked out the information. What questions can I answer? It'll also give you a link back to your back end, your portal. And it'll also remind you of what your link is as well, too. Saru, isn't it so cool? I'm imagining Saru with this. Saru, if you were to guess, put in the chat, how many customers have you got in your partner code career? How many dollars sold do you think you've had in customers? If you were to guess, I'm just curious if you know that number. If you want to learn customer getting, she is something else. So you'll see something like this for every single lead in your email. So take a look at that. One other thing currently that happens too, the moment that she knows the numbers, yeah. The moment that a prospect opts in, if they provided their phone number, they will also be given a text notification. And they'll be like, hey, take a look at your email. Like you just, congrats for getting some information. Okay. Saru said she has sold personally, guys, over $175,000 of product and 260 customers in, has it been 2 months, 3 months? Well, something crazy. 3 months. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I know. Saru, we're going to have you on a training very soon, by the way. So I know you can't just say that and just be like, all right. So anywho, very cool. That's before the machine. Yeah. Imagine you had the machine, like seriously. So, okay. What else do you get on this link as we continue to go through this? When you get onto the page, you also will be able to see some other really nifty things. Okay. Let me see if I still have this up. Did turn this off. Okay. Let me re-put in some information and make sure that we can take a look at this together. All right. So I hope you're getting excited. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Thanks, Saru. All right. As the prospect, this is also what you're going to see. Remember, you put in the information. This is the next page that they can see. All right. So remember, it'll show on the top. It shows my referral ID. This product information video, currently it's one that I did. It's 5 minutes. It's got good reception on YouTube. This one has been viewed tens of thousands of times now. This one's pretty cool because depending where you're in the world, primarily on this line, we have US, we have Canada, we have some Mexico, and then we have Australia, New Zealand, we have some in Europe, right? So there's 2 formulations, as many of you know, for the drops. There's the day and night drops, the herbal formulation, and then there's Slenderx and Accelerate. There's the homeopathic version. They do the same thing, different formulation. So when a prospect goes into this video, there's 2 versions of this video, one for Slenderx Accelerate, one for day and night drops. Depending on where the prospect is in the world, it'll automatically link that prospect to that relevant video for their market. Okay. So this way you can meet Dr. Lorette Willis. She's in US. She can market around the world and they can get exactly the information that they need And what else is on here? Well, there's the buy link, as you saw before. There's a Facebook group. Currently, this one is tied because this is the word movement stuff. So this is tied to the Wellness 360 Facebook prospect group. And then, so you can use that, customers, prospects, everything. There's also this Peak the Six-Figure Blueprint. I'll explain that in just a bit. And then it'll also show your personal information, right? So it'll be like, hey, here you go. And absolutely, we are always mindful of our deaf community. So want to make sure as much as we can that we're cognizant of that and with captions. So there's photos. See Mr. James Laponzi here, Fina here, a lot of our amazing people in our community. Some more buttons you can click again. And there's an FAQ, right? So what's in the Slenderx and Accelerate? You can click here and it'll give them the product PDF relevant for that market, right? Will I regain weight once I'm off the drops? Can I use it while I'm breastfeeding, right? Are the drops FDA approved? Maybe we should put TGA, and every country has their own thing. So like a lot of stuff, what's the return policy, right? Who here's ever gotten any of these questions before? It's kind of the top questions. And we can always tune these things as you see more stuff. And then personal profile photo, all that type of stuff too, okay? Let's peek the six-figure blueprint. What's our goal? Our goal in this business is we share the product. We help our customers get amazing results, but we also want our customers to share too, right? Who wants to have more partners doing what you're doing in your business too? Like duplication is one of the big tough parts for all of us, seemingly. Oh man, I can do it, but I don't know if my people can do it. Well, they can see here if they want, they can peek the six-figure blueprint. They're like, what's that? That sounds interesting. Well, if you click on this, it'll lead you to this next page. And this next page has a cool video. And this is a quick 6-minute video. It'll talk about very high-level concepts on here's what we do, here's how you share it. You get this customized link, you share it, and people start buying and joining, basically. Okay. And we have a whole system that people can make 6 figures in, which many people have. All right. This also shows you, it'll co-brand you with your name, your photo here with the presenters here with Cindy and Lindsay. And people can enroll as a partner, which will also geolocate right to where their market is. If you have questions, you can click here. It'll give your information. They can reach out to you. And then also there's a product catalog here that if they want to understand more about the products, they can actually take a look at that as well too. Okay. So Candace said it right. Simplicity is the easiest way to maximize results. There's also a quick how to get started in partner code. This is a video that I've had that has helped a lot of people see the value of going ultimate. Who here wants more people going ultimate in your business? That's like the #1 target that we have to unlock all the comp plans. So this will talk about that. And also there's FAQs in here as well too. All right. So that is the entire flow. I did see a question. That is a good question. Basically, this question is, can I customize anything on this page? Can I put my own videos? Can I put my own products? The answer on this version is no. Because if we change one thing, it changes for everybody, okay? So look at this as the baseline system and then put any type of iterations or alterations on top, like put in your extras. You're gonna make this your own with side information and stuff. And if you're interested, there are opportunities, especially if you're like if you're a big seller, you will see that as you go through this flow, first start with this. I'd absolutely encourage you go through this, understand it, so you understand the psychology. As you raise up with success using this version, we can have other conversations on, there might be some opportunities for you to actually get more customization and stuff like that. But for now, just use this, okay? Is that okay with you guys? Like try this first, use it, master it. It's gonna work super well. This is what I use. I don't use anything else. I don't wanna use anything else. You know why I don't wanna use anything else? And it's not even because I'd rather not have my face on this, by the way. The only reason I have it is I haven't seen a better explanation that hits the point, okay? I want to use a baseline thing because that's what everyone can duplicate. Anytime I start to do more fancy things that only I can do, it's not a bad thing, but it won't duplicate. right? Does that make sense? My goal here is scale. My goal here is duplication. My goal here is that I can go to Pam V and I can be like, put in your information. Here's your link. Here's how you can market. Here's how you can sell. Can you do it? And I'm hoping that Pam V, after seeing this, will be like, I can do that. Great. You do this all for me? Fantastic. Pam, 1 to 10, 10 being excited. How do you feel right now? Throw it in the chat. I'm just curious. So remember, all this stuff I showed you, it's built for you. You just have to put in your name, your email, your partner co-ID. You get all this stuff. You don't have to program any of these things. Okay. All right. So that's how that one works right there. I think we got everything. Babe, did I miss anything? I think I'm good. Okay. I'll ask everybody on a 1 to 10 scale. Yeah. How do you feel after seeing something like this? She can't unmute. Oh, yeah. That'd be helpful if I can unmute my wife, so yeah, I'll make it so you can. There you go. Fantastic. Yeah. Then the question is when you get your link. Well, the good. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go for it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Just really quick, highly recommend everybody to really look out for. So the first time you get your machine link, it might be in your spam, right? Make sure you move it to your inbox. So then every further emails that you get from Wellness 360 will be in your main folder, and you won't have to go look for it, because there are actually really great follow-up emails for brand partners that helps you give you tips on how to use the machine. So for example, the first one after your machine link, the first one you get the day after is the number one mistake that people make with this link. Would you want to know what it is, right? So make sure you read the emails. It's super helpful content, and it would just really help you engage. And this is going to all your partners as well that signs up with the machine.
Perfect. Yes, it is very helpful content for sure. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you are excited about this. Okay, so the big question is, how do I get it? We will answer that today, and let's go. All right. We want to be methodical with this because just like with tech, once again, there can be issues, and anything new, while as simple as it is, it's still new. So there's a learning curve to different things. So what we've done is, so there's two groups. Let me first speak to GG Vitality. We love you guys. We want you to use everything. What I want to do with GG Vitality is, if you like this, then take some notes down, like let us know. I'm going to have another conversation with Annika after this, and then we're going to discuss how to roll this out so that we can make sure that there's no confusion with everything. Everything works very well for other organizations, but the only difference is it'll funnel people into Wellness 360 rather than the GG Vitality groups, for example, right? For now, until you get your own, and she does want to get your own, which will take a couple of weeks. Okay, so that is on the way. We are going to work on that. But if you like it, I did want you on the call because I want you to take a look at this and see if it's something that you deem as a leadership, as a team, say, we want this or not. If you do, let's talk about it. We'll figure that out. Okay. With the Warrior Movement, yeah, awesome. With the Warrior Movement, this is what we're doing right now, is that we have divided up amongst the vice presidents and above. We have put already together messenger chats where you should be grouped with around 10 people maximum in each one of those. Okay. And the reason we did this, and it should be titled Machine Launch. If you're in the Warrior Movement using that system and you are not yet in a group, then reach out to your upline vice president and above. If you don't know who that is, feel free to go to me and Becky, and we can help to sort things out as well too. Okay. And what we're doing is, right after this call, or the leaders are going to drop the sign up link into those individual messenger chats. You can just put in your information, follow the troubleshooting stuff. There will be some directives on what to do. Okay. So get going on that. It'll be really fun. Have fun. And our goal is, in the next week, get used to this. Play around with it. Make sure everything works. By the next week, this same time, actually, this same call, we're also updating our onboarding flow with Alice. And what we're going to do as an organization is, now that we have the tools in place, we're going to do a massive relaunch and just explode into the next couple of months together. But this week is getting everything together, and you have an absolute opportunity to do things. What would I do right now? Assuming your link works, you have a competitive advantage. No one in network marketing has this. No one in digital marketing has this. You literally have a tool that is unique to us. Everyone wants stuff like this. It merges the best of network marketing and digital marketing. You have a tool that's done for you that, by the way, costs you $3.99. This, we did a call with the tech guy, Nick, on this. Did you know he said that people would charge up to $50,000 to build this? So you don't have to spend 50 grand to build this, right? So we built this for you to use and to duplicate. Now we pay some stuff, but it's worth it, right? So use it, but have that in mind that you have this tool that's worth and valued that much, but you can use and you can duplicate it, okay? What would I be doing right now personally? This is what I am doing. Number one, I'm going to start using this link with every single new prospect that I have, and we have the scripts already, and just replace it, right, with this personalized link that you have. Number two, I'm actually personally on an aggressive recruiting spree for partners now, because I know I have something special that no one else has, and this really can be a big difference maker in someone's success in their business. So I know this tool, the value of it, so I'm going to go after people. I'm like, hey, there's a big opportunity. Do you want to take a look at this? If they want to look at the business, what I do is I send them the same link. I just tell them, hey, put in your information. The first page will be about the product, and then peek the six-figure blueprint to see how that works. So I have them go through the same exact flow to show them how simple it is. Simple sells and simple scales. The last thing is this, okay? And the brand partner can be anyone, Lucia. Anyone that's enrolled in the company, in this organization, can access this. This is not limited to level or whatever, okay? The last thing I'm doing is I'm doing a gigantic follow-up spree with any single person that's ever expressed interest in the business or the product, because this now gives you a unique opportunity to go touch bases with them. Adela Sanchez is my customer prospect. Adela, hey, I know we talked about these drops. I know life got busy, but I just got a new tool that'll give you even better information that can help you with your goals. Are you down to take a look at it? Boom. And then I can share that with her. If it's a business, similar type of concept too. I can follow up again. So follow up with the people that you have talked to before, because you have a unique opportunity now with new information and new value that you can provide. And what are we going to do? We're going to just drive this home all the way to PXP in a couple of months, celebrate with you wherever you are in the world, all of your success. Can't wait to see you walking the stage, kissing the babies, having the trophies, all those things. All right. So go back into your messenger group with your vice president above. They will drop the link right now. If you are not in that and you're in the Warrior Movement system, then let us know. If you're in GG Vitality, then talk to your leadership. We'll figure that out. If you happen to be in the Revolution, you already have your machine, so use that as well too. All right, guys. Hope that was clear. On that, grateful for your partnership and leadership. Feel free to unmute yourself. Have a great one. Bye, guys.
Thank you
James.
so
Really appreciate
much,
it.
so much.
guys.